Life is full of surprises, sometimes good, but often unpredictable. Whether it's a car breaking down, an unexpected medical bill, or even losing your job, these moments can catch you off guard. But did you know there's a way to protect your financial health from life's unexpected expenses? It's called an emergency fund, and today, we'll break down exactly what it is and, more importantly, how to build one quickly. What is an emergency fund? An emergency fund is a dedicated amount of money set aside to cover unexpected expenses. Imagine your car breaks down, or you suddenly have an emergency medical bill. Instead of relying on credit cards or loans to handle these costs, which could push you into debt, you use the money from your emergency fund. It's like a financial cushion designed specifically to absorb those surprises without derailing your other financial goals, such as saving for retirement or vacations. By having a reserve fund ready, you can handle these emergencies without dipping into your long-term savings. The best part? You don't have to feel stressed about how you're going to pay for these unforeseen costs. Why is an emergency fund important? Emergencies are inevitable, and having an emergency fund is essential for protecting your financial stability. When faced with sudden expenses like a car repair or an urgent home fix, having money set aside can help you avoid high-interest loans or credit card debt. Without a cushion, you could end up compromising your financial goals, such as saving for retirement or a down payment on a home. Beyond the financial protection, having an emergency fund also brings peace of mind. Knowing that you're prepared for the unexpected reduces stress. Instead of worrying about how you'll handle a sudden expense, you can focus on your overall financial growth and well-being. How much should you save for an emergency fund? Most financial experts recommend saving between 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. This gives you a solid cushion to cover essentials like rent, groceries, utilities, and transportation in the event of a financial emergency. The exact amount will depend on your monthly expenses and personal circumstances. If your monthly expenses total $2,000, for example, you should aim to have between $6,000 and $12,000 in your emergency fund. While that might sound like a lot, it's important to start with a smaller, more manageable goal, such as saving $1,000 in the next few months. Once you've hit that milestone, you can work towards saving more. Remember, you don't have to save all at once. The key is to start now and build over time. How to build an emergency fund quickly. Now that you know how much to save, let's focus on how to create an emergency fund quickly. Here are 5 practical steps to get started. First, set a savings goal. Start by setting a realistic goal. For example, if your first goal is to save $1,000, break that down over a few months. This gives you a clear target to work toward, making it easier to track your progress. Second, automate your savings. One of the most effective ways to save is by setting up automatic transfers from your checking account to a dedicated savings account. This ensures you're consistently adding to your fund without even thinking about it. Treat this automated transfer like any other monthly bill you need to pay. Third, cut non-essential expenses. Review your monthly budget and identify areas where you can reduce spending. Cancel unused subscriptions, cut back on dining out, or find cheaper alternatives for everyday expenses. Redirect the money saved into your emergency fund. Small sacrifices now will help you build your fund faster. Fourth, use windfalls wisely. If you receive extra income, such as a tax refund, bonus, or gift, use it to boost your emergency fund. Instead of spending it on non-essentials, consider putting a portion or all of it into your savings to reach your goal faster. Lastly, consider a side hustle. If time allows, consider taking on a part-time job or freelance work. The extra income from a side hustle can significantly speed up your savings rate, helping you reach your emergency fund goal in less time. Managing and maintaining your emergency fund. Building an emergency fund is just the first step. Once you've reached your initial savings goal, it's important to manage and maintain the fund effectively. Here's how. Keep your fund accessible. Liquidity, or how quickly you can access your money, is crucial for an emergency fund. You should store your fund in an account that's easy to access, such as a high-yield savings account. These accounts allow you to withdraw money quickly when needed while also earning a bit of interest. Contribute regularly. Treat your emergency fund like any other important financial commitment. Set up regular contributions, whether it's a percentage of your paycheck or a specific amount each month. Consistent contributions will help ensure that your fund continues to grow and remain ready for any emergencies. Avoid using the fund for non-emergencies. It's important to be disciplined about when you use your emergency fund. Reserve it only for genuine emergencies, such as medical bills, car repairs, or unexpected unemployment. Avoid the temptation to dip into it for vacations or discretionary spending. Review and adjust regularly. As your financial situation changes, review your emergency fund regularly to ensure it still meets your needs. For example, if your monthly expenses increase or you have a family to support, you may need to increase the amount you save. Conduct these reviews at least twice a year to keep your fund aligned with your current expenses. Rebuilding your emergency fund after use. At some point, you'll likely need to use your emergency fund, which is its intended purpose. However, after using it, make rebuilding the fund a priority. Go back to the same strategies. Automate your savings, cut non-essential expenses, and find additional income sources. By consistently contributing to the fund, you'll replenish it in no time and ensure you're prepared for future unexpected events. Conclusion: start building your emergency fund today. An emergency fund is an essential part of your financial toolkit. It provides the security you need to face life's unexpected expenses without going into debt or compromising your long-term savings. Start by setting a small, realistic goal. Automate your savings and cut back where you can. As your fund grows, you'll feel more financially secure and prepared for whatever life throws your way. No matter how small your initial contributions may be, the key is to start today. Over time, you'll build a solid financial foundation that gives you peace of mind and stability in the face of life's uncertainties.